It is time for the 11th game of the pickup series, games to 11. Winner stays on the court. Defending the court, being led by MKG. His teammates are Terrence Ross, Brandon Rush, and DeAndre Jordan, who has just absolutely dominated every little thing about this league and series. Returning to take him on, though, the one, the only, the cheerleader, Robert Sacre, along with Anthony Bennett, Avery Bradley, and Iman Shumpert. Now that may sound a little familiar. Shump, Bradley, and Bennett just got their ass kicked 2 games ago by this team. So, chalk that up. You guys didn't vote for that, but like I said, you guys choose the captains, and based on per and games played, I choose who the opponents will be. Oh, that was beautiful. Is that off the glass? I'm sorry. This is the first time I've actually done a replay, but I need to see. It's not. Okay. Sorry about that. Had to check it. That was just one of those things. So yeah, remember, I choose teammates based on the players per, and then limited by the amount of games they've actually played, so that people play an equal, or players play an equal amount of games, and if they play well enough with their per, they can override the limitation of that. I'm not gonna oop that. There's one thing I've learned with this team: I do not want to oop, but I will shoot threes in your face. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. So yes, Robert Sacre is back, and he had a great series of a great run with his first team, where he ended up winning 3 games in a row, which was, at the time, the lead. Just so happens that MKG right here, his team has also won 3 games in a row. So this is their 4th game. They're going for number 4 right now. Sacre lost his 4th game. So this will be interesting to say the least, but right now, the fact that Bradley, Bennett, and Shumpert are on the court is just going to ruin these guys. Sorry. Especially when you got the Dunk Brothers on the team. KG and DeAndre Jordan have continued to just dominate every little thing about this league. Their dunk numbers are at the leading of everything. MKG did have an off game that last game. He didn't play as well as he did in his previous games, and I just got crossed up. All right, get to running again. That's all we're doing on them. They miss shots, we run, and throw down. Not really. But yeah, the last time Sacre was on the court, or last time Ross was on the court with Sacre, he went 3 for 3, and that's how Ross ended up being so good to be kind of chosen on this team. Jesus, I need to stop forcing this up. At the same time, there's their first points at 5-1. Rush is actually number 1 in the quote-unquote league for assists. And as I said before, DeAndre Jordan is just dominating. He's number 1 for points and rebounds. So, good on him. Sacre did beat Ross, Rush, and Jordan during his 3-game little series or winning streak, and it's hopefully not going to happen again, as Bennett just slams it down right there. And Bennett is actually 2nd in the league in steals. So I just relayed a bunch of stats off to you guys, and I'm trying to limit that a little bit, because even though that's the most interesting part to me about having in the half court, take it from the epic fail from last game in a pretty much open fast break to a half-court 360. I am so happy I learned how to do 360 dunks. Oh my god. Give it up to him. See this? Don't do alley-oops. Just don't. See, now I'm excited. Oh, Terrence Ross. You have his number! Oh, I have gone from seeing no 360 dunks the entire time I've played NBA 2K13 to just pulling them off like crazy. So, as the simulation head I am, you guys know that this is just great for me. I'm sorry. So, Sacre was the leader in dunks, and he pretty much played just like how DeAndre Jordan is playing now, except before DeAndre, started dominating the league. So Sacre was the leader in dunks and was the leader in everything, and then DeAndre just came in and just dominated absolutely everything about it. But what I was going to say is that I'm relaying all these stats, and I'm trying to limit it more, just because, as you see, I get distracted with another 360. I get distracted. I don't play as well. So last game, someone requested who had the worst per in the entire league, and it was Shumpert. But it made me. It was interesting to actually be able to provide the stats that way. So since the Dynasty threads are still without the advanced stats because I don't have time for that right now, we'll get that out. I would like to try and keep the advanced. If you have specific requests for statistics, please let me know. I would be more than happy to provide any statistical analysis about a specific player, or who's leading the league in what, or who's doing what. Just let me know in the comments along with your vote. You don't have to vote to get stat questions, but just ask me, and I would be more than happy to do a little write-up for you about what that player is doing in this league. But we're here at game point, and that's not going to be it. Damn it. But remember, we played to 11, win by 2. Winner stays on to the next game. Avery Bradley is not going away lightly. They at least wanted to score 5 points, because remember, I scored 5 before they even scored 1. So, good for them. Let's end it here. Let's get it to big man DeAndre. Ooh, broke him. As you can see, I have done none of the advanced dribbling techniques that I have learned. And it is paying off terribly. Why don't you do what you learned? Spend so much time on it. Get it up. Oh. This is the most turnovers I think this team has ever had. Good thing we have DeAndre Jordan protecting the rim. That was a swat and a half. Do it again. Avery Bradley is not content with just giving up. He's not going to have a choice, but he's not content with it. Let's get to MKG. Do shakedowns move. There it is. Game point, baby. I'm going to be back, input this into NST, and give you the highlights from the game. Be right back. Surprisingly, that wasn't the biggest blowout of the season. That was actually, well, it tied for the second. Danny Green's team got held to 6 points by Robert Sacre's team. Just an interesting little tidbit right there. But DeAndre Jordan was the player of the game. He went 3 for 3 again. The guy just cannot miss shots. He just swats things too. He actually had no dunks, which was surprising. But he also got those 2 huge blocks, 4 boards, 3 for 3. Great job. MKG got 4 points. Terrence Ross did those 2 360s that we're not going to be able to see in the replay. Bradley he did not give up on Sacre's team. He went 4 for 8. He had 3 dunks. But that 4 for 8, everyone had terrible shooting percentages. Bennett and Sacre both had 1 point on, I think, 3 and 5 shooting each. And Shump continues to be the laughingstock of the league. Even though he had 3 boards and 2 assists, he went over 3. The guy cannot score. And I don't know if he'll ever get to a point where I get to control him and to try to change that. So that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to vote for who you want to see as next game's captain by choosing from the player pool in the description. And I will see you guys in the next video. And for those asking, we have a couple more games in this gym. I'm going to do something a little special. I'm going to do something a little special outside of this gym. And then we'll move on to different players, a different location, and all that fun. It's just that it's not going to happen right now. It's not going to happen this week. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.